Okay, so now that I've got all this prepped, I got the masking tape down there, I've got the craft paper down on the floor, I got everything done. I'm looking at my phone, 11:38, and I looked at my phone after I painted that the first coat, and it was about 10:45 or so. Now see, the top of this is dry to my fingers, but since I'm going to be putting on another coat, I'm going to let it dry probably until 1 o'clock. I'm going to let it dry before I take my sandpaper and give this a light dusting, sanding, wiping down before I repaint this. Okay, so that gives me an hour and a half, and that gives me enough time to paint that door jamb and stuff while I'm waiting for that to dry before I can sand it and stuff. See, I always try to set it up to where I've always got something to do while I'm waiting for something to dry, back and forth. I didn't want to have to paint this first thing this morning and then paint that. Then I'm sitting here for 2 hours. Okay, what do I do now? You know what I mean? While that's drying and I've got everything out. I want to keep going once I get painting. Do you see? So just think about your project step by step and you'll get her done, trust me. Well, I'm right in the middle of painting this door frame, the casing, the door jamb, the whole bit. I thought I'd show you painting, how I paint the other side. Doesn't that look good? This, when it dries, it's going to look like a professional painted this. And I figured, hey, I know I explained to you, if you were watching the previous video, what I was going to do. Now I'm going to show you on this side here. I've got myself a little bit of paint in here. I'm using that 2-inch flexible paintbrush with the tip on there, and I'm just going to keep you back over this far, and I'm just going to go back and forth down to this paint tray, and okay, first thing I'm going to do is this edge. Okay, and so I can get that paint in there. It doesn't matter if it gets all over on the casing and this per se, because see, once I get it on there, I'm just gonna kind of wipe that off. Okay, and this is how I do every single door frame I do, is I do this edge first. It's kind of tricky, like I say, working with semi-gloss paint, because you can't just put some on thinking you can go too far without wiping off the excess. Okay, see, I'm just going like that, and that's just wiping off the excess on the casing and the jamb. I don't really care that I got some on there, you see what I mean? Because that's going to go away later. Okay, so anybody can do this with the paintbrush. Get the excess off. Okay, let's get the excess off everywhere you're going. That's why I do that edge first. Now I'm going to do that top, and see, I'm just using this little paintbrush, and it's got a tapered end, and it's cut at an angle. See how it's cut? Okay, so now I like to go left to right. I don't know why, but you do it however you want. I'm going to get up here and I'm going to put some on there, and then I'm going to go back. In fact, I usually do this. I do the 45 first. That's right. Okay, like that. Okay, now I can clean that off of there. Okay, do the 45 first. Now I've got some paint loaded up on my paintbrush. I just do the middle first. Now I don't have as much on my paintbrush to come up to the top and get that on there, as well as down here. picking up the extra paint that I had in that groove right there, putting on my paintbrush, and see, I'm only going that far. I can't go much further than that because I don't have much more paint on my paintbrush. And now I take it flat. And so I'm going to keep going from there. Okay? Load up the middle with that extra paint that I had on my paintbrush. Now I can go back up this way, grab some in that middle, and come down here. Okay, like that. And see, I only went that far. Now I blend it in from about there on over. Okay. I can't go all the way back over there later because that's already getting thick and going to skin up. I can't do the whole thing and then come back, or else I've got to put paint over the entire thing again because this stuff gets sticky and it gets thick. Okay, so put it in that middle. Now I don't have as much paint to slop all over the place on the top, see? And then I can get that bottom like that. All right. And now I can get this 45-degree corner. It's hard to get in and out of there because when I finish my brush, I'm going to finish at the angle going back, see? Now it looks like I need to grab a little extra paint. Oh, I got some on the wall, but that's okay out here because I've still got to paint the garage. Okay. Now I can blend that in, just blending it in at that angle back. And you know what I should have done? Dabby nabbit. I should have painted that top edge. I could do that now, I could do it later. When I paint the wall, I don't necessarily have to have this white up here. It could be the same color as the wall. And see, I probably should have hit that first before doing this front, because see, now I have it over that edge. Shoot. Okay, my loss is your gain. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Okay, and that's what I'll do on the edges coming down the wall. I'll do the edges first. Okay. See. Now, if I wasn't going to paint the walls in here, I wouldn't even paint this edge at the top. But there you go. And normally I would paint the walls first and then paint. Okay? But in this case, not. Okay, now I've got to, I'm just putting some extra paint on the top of here. And I'm going over the entire thing. That way I don't have any lines, see? And I can do that because it's still wet. I don't normally do it like that. Okay? There. And I've got that. Okay, so now I don't know what edge I'll do. Maybe I'll do this left edge first and kind of show you on this left edge. See, I'll paint that. I paint this left edge. Even if I was painting the wall, I mean, I am going to paint the wall, so I don't care if I get a little bit of paint on the wall, okay? But I would do it this way anyways, and then after I paint the wall, then when I cut in the wall, I'll paint over the little bit that I got on there, because it's very, very difficult to paint the walls first and then come back and try to cut in the edge of the edge of your trim. I mean, I've seen painters do it, and it's possible, but it's kind of time consuming. Let's see, if you get some on the wall, that's okay. All right, I'm gonna do that. Make sure I get all the excess off of the trim. All right, get you situated over here so you can kind of see this. And I'll go some more. Got my little knee pad here. Get that paint on there. I mean, I could, if you don't want to do it like this, you can put masking tape on the wall first. You know, if you want it, you could. And then do this and pull the masking tape. But I'm not going to go through that. I'm getting a little on the wall, but like I said, once I cut the wall in, it's easier for me to cut the wall into the trim than it is the trim into the wall, if that makes sense. I'm just working out of my little paint tray, minding my own business. I usually have my radio on while I'm doing this. Okay. Yeah, it's not just a matter of slapping some paint on the door casing and calling it good. Now hit the extra off of the casing. Okay, now I'll go back up there and actually work on the casing coming down the wall. Okay. Alright, you can see that. Okay, so same way as I did the other, actually I got to do this inside corner first. See, I'm kind of forgetting what to do here. I have to get that corner. Now, if you want, you could do the whole thing. I could do this corner all the way down first. That's what I normally do. But you can go down that far and fill that middle up with the most paint and then come back so I don't have as much paint on my paintbrush to get this edge. And then I can grab a little bit of extra and go down over there. And now I blend it all the way, you know, not all the way up to the top because I've already got that down a little bit, see? And this paint is starting to get thick, and you just have to do a little section at a time. Okay? Put it down the middle. I'm only going that far. Now I can come back, and it looks like I didn't put as much on the paintbrush that time, so I can tell that. I want to get the same thickness on here. Okay, I'm doing the inside corner. I've got a little extra right there on that inside. I got to make sure I brush that off. Okay, now as I'm going, I can just push it up like that and blend in